topic we have learned about the motion and its applications with respect to speed, acceleration. So in this topic we will know more about the force and laws of its motion. So what is force? Actually we all know what is force. We just need to push some object and the force applied will exert some pressure on the object and you are able to move the object. That is a simple definition. So let's start with the topic now. So how does an object start moving? As I told previously, so a force, see here in this diagram you can see this child is putting force and he is pulling it. So with both the forces this object can be moved. So a force simply means is a push or a pull. So we need to put some effort to the stationary object. Stationary object is the object which is not moving. So you can make some effort to move the object like push, hit or pull. So this is how an object starts moving. So let's understand more about the force. So what is force? It is a push or a pull of an object that produces, what it produces? It produces an acceleration which helps in the body or the object to move in the direction of the push or pull. So on which it acts that its SI unit of force is Newton or it is represented as capital N. So we will see some examples with real life now with respect to the force. So a soccer ball or a football. So it is sitting at rest. So it is not moving now. What it is, it takes an unbalanced force, that is a kick on the ball, will accelerate the ball and it changes the motion and it starts moving. But when we take the example of a tug of war, you can see on both the sides, you might have played the tug of war, there are two different teams and there is a rope in between. So there is opposite forces wherein there is two teams are playing tug of war. They are both exerting equal force on the rope in opposite direction. So this is a balanced force which results in no change in the motion. So there is no change in the motion with respect to the rope. So going on to the next. So what does a force do? So it can do these three things, that it can change the speed of an object, it can change the direction of an object, and also it can change the shape of that particular object if required. So let's see here, it can change the speed of the body, it can change the direction of the motion of the body, and it can change the shape of a body. So let's see some of the effects of force by some examples here. Here you can see in the picture, it's a lawn mower. So a man uses this lawn mower and he uses a force to move a stationary lawn mower to cut the grass. So there you can see a cyclist, he needs to put a bigger force, that is to pedal the cycle so that it accelerates or to increase the speed. So here we can see a footballer, he uses a force to change the direction of the motion of the ball that he is using. So the force exerted, almost times he has the control on this ball. So next comes the baker. So baker here is using a force to prepare a dough that he needs to shape it into a curry puff. So all these forces will result in a positive result if applied properly. So there are certain forces that can be balanced or unbalanced that will be going on to know more. So what are balanced forces? So you can see that a table, there is a weight here, that is the cup. It exerts a force, exerts on the table from the cup, and the table exerts equal force on the cup. So what happens here is there is no change in shape of that object where the force is exerted. So let's see that when equal amount of forces are applied on an object from different directions, so all the directions of force is applied, what happens? So there is a cancellation of the force exerted, but the object doesn't move. So they don't change the state of rest. So it's at rest and the motion of the object also doesn't happen here. So they may change the shape of an object if necessary. The shape of the object can be changed, but here in the cup it cannot be changed. If any other object, it can change. So coming on to unbalanced forces. So you can see a seesaw here. So there is no balancing weight. So a small girl is sitting here at this end and an apple is kept there. So there's unbalanced force. So the force applied by the child will be more with respect to the apple kept on the opposite side. So when forces applied to an object are of different magnitude or it is in opposite directions so as to cancel it. So they can alter the state of rest. So state of rest is altered because the child is sitting here. So the seesaw has moved from the position to a different position here. So motion of an object also can be changed and they can also cause acceleration of an object. It moves, that is, the child was able to move this seesaw and the apple also has moved from there. So they can change the shape and size of an object here. So with respect to unbalanced forces, they can change the shape and size of the object too. So let's understand what is friction with respect to force. So you can see here that this man is pushing an object. So friction, there is an opposite friction here with respect to the object. So pushing of force with respect to motion, then there is an opposite friction. So it is a force extended when two surfaces are in contact with each other. What are the two surfaces here? The man standing here is on the surface and the object surface. They both are in contact with each other. So there is a friction created between the two objects or the things. So you can see it always acts in the direction opposite to the direction of motion. So to move this object, the person is pushing this cart in pushing the object in this direction. So the friction will be in opposite direction. So the motion of the object will be in the opposite direction with respect to the push. So that's all about this topic. We'll be continuing in the next video. So thank you all for watching.